All right, so in today's video, we're gonna be doing things a little bit different.
Such good defense.
16-10, okay.
A lot of the AFC
Hi.
people,
Just so you know, that was all planned. Like, that's me. So I'm in a video that's moderately viral. It's a self-haircut video. And people keep tagging me like, hey, that's you. That's you. I'm like, I know, I made it. And I've also been bombarded with questions like, how do you cut your own hair? You should make a YouTube video about it. I'm like, I don't make that kind of content, but seeing how YouTube pretty much ruined my channel now, I don't get any views. I don't have anything to lose. So I've been growing my hair out now for around 3 months. And the way I style it now is I usually put it back in like a man bun, or I like wash it and I put some coconut oil in it and I just let it like lay to the side, kind of like an undercut. But because I am growing my hair out, I don't really wash it. So like dry shampoo's my best friend. So I've been cutting my own hair now for around 9 months. My barber lives out in California. So when I moved back home, I was like, I'm gonna stay loyal to you. I'm gonna learn how to cut my own hair. Cause I'm loyal. I'm not gonna be a barbershop thot. I went to another barber like 2 times and I hated it. So I learned how to cut my own hair, and ever since then, I'm okay with it. And if I mess up, I'm okay with that as well, because I'm learning and I'm cutting my own hair. And fun fact, when I first started cutting hair, I learned with pet clippers. But I'm happy I learned with those first, because once I mastered them, I then upgraded and I was like, oh man, this is what it's really supposed to be like. So I was just more, too much talking. Let's get into the haircut. Let me wet my hair first and I'll explain what I'm doing and then you'll watch it. And then, man, yeah. All right, so I just wet my hair. And also, this is how long it is right now. When it gets down to like my mustache, then I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. So yeah, I'm not gonna be cutting the top at all. This is all up my sides and back. I'm gonna give myself like a medium skin fade with the undercut / man bun on top. There's a lot of different variations with this hairstyle. People get burst fades, they get drop fades, they get taper fades, they get high fades, low fades. All this, there's a lot of variations of it, but this is how I cut it. And please keep in mind, I am in no way, shape, or form a professional. So if you cut hair better than me, if your barber does too, I just learned myself because I'm tired of being disappointed. I'm saving money and I just enjoy it. All right, so right here I'm plugging in a self-cut system. I'm so happy I have this product now because I didn't learn by using this product. But right here I'm putting my hair back because I'm not cutting the top, so it's easy for me to navigate through. So we want to go ahead and just eliminate the top part. Alright, so I'm going to be creating the first guideline using the Oster Fast Feeds closed. Shout out to E. Jones for the product recommendation. That's open, that's closed, that's open, and that's closed. Here I'm using the Andy's Cool Care to disinfect my clippers. You always want to disinfect your clippers before giving your own self a haircut or giving anybody a haircut. Alright, so I took the Fast Feeds closed and started the guideline slightly above eyebrow level, and I slowly like swoop down. If you take it too high in the back, I don't think it looks as good. I think it gives it more dimension if you do it the way that I'm doing it right here. So we're going to continue to go around that first guideline closed, clean up all the hair underneath it. Now I'm going to be using a wall detailers to clean up the guideline I just did. However, I am not going all the way up like I did in the previous guideline. As you can see, I'm staying like in ½ an inch from that initial guideline because it leaves me more space to blend. It's a personal preference. I just think it adds more gradiency to the cut. Now I'm going to open the clippers all the way and start the next guideline. You're going to want to go about an inch up. Don't take it too high and don't keep it too low. I mean, unless you want to do that, but it just makes it harder to blend. Now we're going to start blending out that initial guideline. You want to do this thing called trigger play, which is opening and closing the lever as you're blending out that line. And you also want to be using the corners of the blade, otherwise you're going to create another guideline on top of that or push the fade up higher, and you don't want that. And also when you're doing guidelines, don't do the guideline too hard. Don't press too hard. You got to press lightly, otherwise you're going to create a hard line and it's going to be nearly impossible to get that line out. Now I'm going to be putting the one guard on the Fast Feeds and opening all the way up. By the way, these are the Andy's purple magnetic guards. I'll link everything in the description box below. But you're going to want to take this all the way up to where your hair disconnects, you know, the top to the sides and the back. I usually leave like a little bit of space, a little bit of room to work with, and I'll go over it a little bit later and touch up on it. But I'm not a professional, all right? But I do know a thing or two. Also, it's important to know that when you're going all the way up to where your hair disconnects, go up and then flick out. That way you don't nick your hair that's put back, because when you take the ponytail out or you let your hair down, it's all gonna start falling out because you cut it. So make sure you kind of just flick outward when you get to that disconnected part. So we just went all the way up with the one all the way open. Now we're gonna put the one guard on there halfway, and we're going to create another guideline from when I started to go up with the one all the way open, if that makes any sense. I go up close to an inch, not too high. I like to experiment with different things, so I know a lot of barbers do this step differently, but this is how I do it. This is my step, so Now we're gonna close the one guard all the way, and we're gonna start blending out that line. You wanna keep the clippers flat against the head. Don't angle them out, don't angle them inwards. You wanna keep them flat and flick out like I'm kind of giving you guys a visual display here. As you can see, I'm flicking out at that line, not going any higher, not going any lower. Now I'm going to be putting the 0 guard on, and I'm going to have it all the way open, and you're going to want to gradually close it to blend out any dark spots or lines, whatever. This is when a haircut seems to fall in place. I know people have different techniques. As you see here, I'm kind of slowly, gradually closing that guard and blending it. This is when you get that blurry effect. And make sure you brush as you do this too. That way you have a clean canvas and you see what you're working with. So as you can see here, it's starting to slowly piece itself together. There's still some dark spots and lines. I'll go back over and touch them up. It's all about trial and error with hair cutting. It's much like life. You mess up, you make a mistake, you learn from it, move on. And hopefully you get better as you progress. Now I put the 2 guard on and I close it all the way to go up to where my hair is disconnected, to take away any flyaways and to take down some of the bulkiness up there. For some reason, the 2 closed damn near cuts closer than the 1 open. I don't, unless my measurements are off. I heard some barbers complain about the same thing, so maybe it's true. But with these clippers and these guards, I don't know. So I use the 2 closed for more blending and take away the flyaways. So from this point on, it's all about getting those details down, knocking out some dark spots, and making it all come together. So that's what we're about to do. So everything is coming along nicely. What I'm gonna do is take the guard off now, have no guard on, just have the clipper. I'm gonna open it and close it, go through any dark spots that I may see. Is it 3:30 in the morning and I'm doing this right now? If you're trying to get a line out with your clippers and you can't, it's probably because you press too hard or because your blades aren't 0 gapped. So it's okay to go through with your detailer and knock out any small dark spots or lines that you can't get with these. I sound illiterate. All right, so what I'm gonna be doing next, using my detailer and my straight razor to do my beard, do under my neck, and also I do keep my hairline somewhat natural. I just clean up the edges right through here. I'm also gonna be using the detailer to really separate the top from the sides, so disconnect it more, clean that up a little bit. So here I'm cleaning up any hairs that may be between my eyes. And fellas, listen, don't let society try to tell you, oh, you do your eyebrows, that's feminine. Look, most girls like a guy with well-groomed eyebrows that's well-groomed in general. So don't be afraid to do your eyebrows. I give myself a nice, clean, natural look. I don't go overboard. Here we have the Andy shaver. What I'm going to do with this, it's pretty much clean up the beard. I do have sensitive skin around my neck, so if I use a straight razor on my neck, I kind of break out. And I'm also going to use it on my sides and back to really make the fade pop. That's what it does. It's pretty much like the finishing touch for a haircut. Makes everything come together really nicely and makes it all pop. It's gonna pop like your girl's lady parts when you come into the room like, hey, I just got done with my haircut. She's like, oh, you look so nice. You did it yourself? You're gonna be like, yeah, I did it myself. You go, oh, and then you're gonna go from 0 to hero, and you gonna get some booty. All right, I'm childish. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's accurate. It's relatable. It's Tumblr AF. This right here is the scariest part of the entire haircut because I'm pretty much giving myself a part or cleaning up the previous part that I had there. If you do not have a steady hand, then I wouldn't recommend you trying this because if you make one sudden move, one jerk, then your hair is gone. So please be careful. I warned you. Have a steady hand like Call of Duty sniper. I don't know, but just be steady. So right here is the final look. I've seen better and I've seen a lot worse. This haircut, including the eyebrows and the beard, would have costed you like $25 depending on where you go. But I did this all in the comfort of my own room, listening to my own music, saving money, just using time. And I'm learning as I go, so I completely enjoy it. And I'm not saying don't go see a barber, but trust me, if I had the extra money to see a barber every single week, because that'll add up, then I would do that. But by me learning, I take that out of the equation, I learn myself, and I enjoy it. Alright, so that's it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give this video a big thumbs up, because it is like 4:30 in the morning. I'm tired. So hit that like button and leave me a comment down below. Tell me if I should do more videos like this or like any videos in this category, like styling hair and growing hair and hygiene. And man, listen, I can do it all. You didn't hear this from me, but I am the most versatile YouTuber on this platform. I can do it all except for get views. But hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for new videos every single week, because you never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of... All right, I'm only here to say... Alright, so in today's video, we're gonna be doing things a little bit different.
Such good defenses.
16-10, okay.
A lot of the AFC
Hi.
people, those two defenses.
Just so you know, that was all planned. Like, that's me. So I'm in a video that's moderately viral. It's a self-haircut video. And people keep tagging me like, hey, that's you. That's you. I'm like, I know, I made it. And I've also been bombarded with questions like, how do you cut your own hair? You should make a YouTube video about it. I'm like, I don't make that kind of content, but seeing how YouTube pretty much ruined my channel now, I don't get any views. I don't have anything to lose. So I've been growing my hair out now for around 3 months. And the way I style it now is I usually put it back in like a man bun, or I like wash it and I put some coconut oil in it and I just let it like lay to the side, kind of like an undercut. But because I am growing my hair out, I don't really wash it. So like dry shampoo's my best friend. So I've been cutting my own hair now for around 9 months. My barber lives out in California. So when I moved back home, I was like, I'm gonna stay loyal to you. I'm gonna learn how to cut my own hair. Cause I'm loyal. I'm not gonna be a